our safety lesson this week is safety habits. And we come at that from a few different angles. One is the idea of what is a habit? And habits are things we do every single time, usually deliberately at first, and then they become automatic, which is part of the beauty of it, because as that ties into safety, things that we want to do to prevent potential injury or harm, obviously we don't know exactly when we're going to need them, so it's better to do them every single time. And there are the obvious examples: headgear, helmets, seat belts, look both ways before you cross the street. And then there's some things that are a little more subtle, like when you're sparring, keep your hands up, right? That might be a type of a safety habit. Or be aware of your surroundings might be a safety habit. Or stay away from people who you don't get along with very well. That might be a more subtle type of safety habit. And so we're going to brainstorm with the kids and come up with a handful of different ideas that are safety habits, things we want to make sure we do every single time to keep ourselves from having potential injuries. The other point that I think is even more important in its own way is that we're very concerned about seatbelts and car seats. However, most of us will never really need them. Hopefully, none of us are going to have a 60-mile-an-hour head-on collision in an automobile where we're actually using the seatbelt or actually using the car seat. We hope we never have to use those things at all. And the same would go for a bike helmet. We hope that you're never going to fall off a bicycle in such a way that that helmet becomes a life-saving item. And it doesn't mean that I'm anti-car seat or I'm anti-seatbelt or I'm anti-headgear. I'm not. I fully understand the rationale behind all of those items. Here is what I find ironic. That I know for sure that you're stuck in your body until it quits working. And the quality of service you're going to get out of your body and the length of service you're going to get out of your body have a great deal to do with how you take care of it. And I guess what I find ironic is that we spend so much time and money and energy on things that we hope we're never really going to need, and then we largely, oftentimes, ignore something that we absolutely know that we will need. And so I think brushing your teeth is a safety habit. I think making sure that you eat a lot of vegetables is a safety habit. I think drinking a lot of water is a safety habit. I think avoiding thick, sticky stuff is probably a safety habit. I think that avoiding soda is probably a safety habit. And so what I teach the kids is, I think your most important safety habit is the way you take care of your body. Make sure you get enough sleep. Make sure you keep your emotions and your mind healthy. I think those things are even more important than car seats and seatbelts and helmets. Not to say that there's anything wrong with car seats, seatbelts, and helmets. However, as important as those are, it's even more important for us to make a concerted effort to develop habits that help us take care of our bodies.